Alrighty, welcome back. In this video, me and some randoms kill a Hive Lord. I know, it's crazy. I've never killed him before. I'm almost level 90, and I joined a couple of randos just doing a regular mission, and it turned out that they were killing a Hive Lord. So, let's see how it goes. So we're about 10 minutes into the mission, and this is when I realized, okay, they're definitely not doing the mission objectives. They're fighting this Hive Lord. And so all three of us have mechs. There's only three of us. Two of us have the Emancipator, and the other one has the patriotic one with the machine gun and the rockets. And so we're all calling them in. We're all just aiming at the Hive Lord and trying to get as much damage off as we can. Another huge problem is that not only are we trying to take out the Hive Lord, but there's also so many bugs. There's chargers, impalers, Bile Titans, and just tons of little guys. As you can see, we're trying to break off these lower plates on his stomach, preferably the stomach. That's where you can break off and get a good piece off, because he's usually facing you when he attacks, and just make sure that you keep aiming at that. Some of the stratagems we have were the strafing eagle from one of the teammates, and two of us had rail cannons. As my personal weapons, I had a jump pack, a stalwart as well. The jump pack was good because it gave me mobility, and the stalwart was good to fend off against tons of bugs, but also when we broke that plate to be able to just tear into that guy. As we all know, the Hive Lord has 150,000 health. That is a lot of health. That's why this takes probably at least 20 minutes of just focusing on it. And you can't really do any damage until you break off that main plate. As you saw that, even though it looked like soft tissue I was shooting at, I was not doing any damage to it. Be prepared to dive and move a lot, as his projectile vomiting weapon is hard to dodge and doesn't light you on fire, thankfully, but still does a lot of damage, so diving and dodging is your best friend here. I'd say it's important to stay close to your teammates. As you can see, I got caught on the other side of the Hive Lord, and I wasn't very much help over here, so stay with your teammate, but also stay low spread out, because when he does his spray weapon, it can take all of you guys out once. Also be aware on the map always where he's at, because sometimes things like this will happen. So as you can see, we kind of got that front plate down. Lots of bullets, lots of hits on that. And just putting in work. It really is a tough game, dodging huge enemies and the small enemies, all while trying to just focus on the biggest enemy, all of which are trying to kill you all at the same time. Obviously, I did not make a specific loadout to kill the Hive Lord, but even with like just randoms and a decent loadout, we were able to take care of the Hive Lord. I have my stalwart on high RPM, because now that shell's open, I want to just get as much bullets in there as possible. Using the minimap is nice because it does show where the Hive Lord is, but it just shows it as a large enemy, not like a huge red dot, it's just one of the big red dots. But it will be moving very abnormally and very differently than any other of the dots on the map. As you can see, as soon as he shows his head, we just shoot at him. You can tell that he doesn't like it. The other armor is starting to crack, and that means you're doing a good job. Mobility is key, because as the Hive Lord is moving around, going in inside out of the earth, it becomes very tough to be able to follow him, but as well as dodge all these smaller enemies which are consistently trying to hurt you. As you can see, I can use that jump pack to get out of a twist if I need to, just dodge some of the smaller enemies. And also be careful with your rail cannons. The exos are our best friend, so call them as soon as you can. That's really the key to success here, is those exosuits. You always need them. And when you don't have them, you just gotta be ready to be fast and be ready. I'm not sure why he was shooting at the ground. I don't think it really draws out the Hive Lord or does anything special, but be aware of where he's at. As you can see, we can't move very fast, and he can pop out anywhere. Just like that, he was right there in front of our faces. And right here is the most important part. We all have our mechs, we all have the big guns. You just have to unload and go as fast as you can, because you don't know how much time you have until he disappears. So, I love how that guy in front of me just kept on shooting. He didn't even stop, didn't stutter, and we just sat there and just kept going and going until we know he was dead. So, exosuits, fast, good guns, and just having stratagems to help you crack that shell is the key to success here. Let me know what's worked for you and what hasn't, and I'd love to hear from you guys. But thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day.